Hi. So we're headed out on an adventure today, and it's just a day trip. We finally have some decent weather in Pittsburgh. It's supposed to get up to like 70, or not 70, 60. We'll take 60. Considering it's been snowing and everything else here and cold, and I have cabin fever really bad. So I'm going to go out today and I'm going to hunt for some giants and see what I can find, because there are giants among us. So let's get going.
What if I told you there are giants hiding all around Pittsburgh? Nah, not the kind you read in fairy tales. These giants are made of fiberglass, metal, and sometimes even concrete. Some stand proudly in plain sight, while others are tucked away in forgotten corners waiting to be discovered. The first giant I discovered was this golden bodybuilder named Zufferman. He's standing outside the Brickyard Gym in Darlington, PA. He was created in the 1960s by Bob Zuffer, a renowned gym owner and fitness enthusiast. This statue once stood at Muscle Beach in California, symbolizing the golden era of bodybuilding. Modeled after Zufferman himself, it later found a new home when Rick Tias, a chiropractor and bodybuilding memorabilia collector, relocated it to Pennsylvania. They unveiled it on August 15, 2013, and Zufferman continues to inspire fitness enthusiasts and roadside attraction hunters like myself as a tribute to the bodybuilding history.
Well, he's a giant. That's for sure. But he's not a Muffler Man. He might be a distant cousin of a Muffler Man. Or just a bud. But hey, he's not a Muffler Man. On for the search to find a Muffler Man.
This next statue was the moment that I caught the bug, and I knew I had to be in the search for more Muffler Men and tall giants throughout the USA. My journey led me to Cadet Restaurant in Catani, PA, the home of the beloved Sam the Hamburger Man, a 30-foot giant that is a true symbol of resilience. Purchased in 1982 at the Chicago Restaurant Show for only $3,900, Sam stood proudly for decades until September 29, 1990, when a foggy morning crash sent a Ford Bronco barreling into him and reducing him to rubble. For years, Sam's remains were scattered. His hat and burger kept popping up in unexpected places, once even on a school flagpole. Restoration seemed impossible until David Bish, a devoted customer, stepped in. And after 12 years with community's help, Sam was finally resurrected in 2002. Now standing over 30 feet tall again, Sam is a testament to preservation, nostalgia, and charm of the roadside Americana, and the giant that has set me on the path for hunting for more. We're going to turn around and head on down Route I-79 in search of a few more giants. But first, we have to make a quick stop into Canonsburg to check out another statue. This might not be the tallest one, but at one time, Perry Como was larger than life. A Canonsburg native, Como rose to fame as a beloved singer, TV star, and a cultural icon, charming his audiences with his smooth voice and warm personality. Though the statue itself may be modest in height, it stands as a tribute to the man whose influences stretch far beyond his hometown, leaving a lasting legacy in the music and entertainment. A true hometown hero, Perry Como's statue is a reminder that sometimes the biggest legend doesn't need to stand the tallest. Now that we've paid our respects to Perry, it's time to hit the road and continue on for the hunt for more giants. Towering over Bentleyville, PA, stands a true Wild West legend. It's Big Jim, the giant gunslinger. At 20 feet tall, this steel cowboy has been keeping a watch for decades, a roadside icon that's impossible to miss. Big Jim was created in 1978 by James C. Kurtz, a local welder who built him to stand guard over his shop. With a 6-shooter in one hand and a Pennsylvania long rifle in the other, he looks more than ready to defend his town. For years, Big Jim stood outside the welding shop, becoming a familiar sight for locals and travelers alike. But in 2007, he was packed up and moved to his current home near I-70 on Gossa Drive, right outside the Best Western. Now he is more than just a landmark. He's a roadside attraction, a contribute to craftsmanship and creativity. Whether you're passing through or stopping for a picture, Big Jim continues to stand tall, keeping the spirit of the old Wild West alive in Pennsylvania. About 20 miles down the road from Bentleyville, we're making our next stop in Uniontown, PA, to find this Paul Bunyan-style lumberjack. This fiberglass giant was relocated from Washington, D.C. by the tire shop owner, who had one simple philosophy. If you're having a big sale, you need a big salesman. And what better way to grab the attention than a 20-foot tall giant? After years of wear and tear, this Paul Bunyan was restored in 2007, bringing it back to its former roadside glory. One of the most notable features? Those red lips, a unique touch that makes this giant stand out among his fellow Muffler Men. Whether you're road tripping through Uniontown or just passing by, this former Bunyan-turned salesman remains an eye-catching piece of road-style nostalgia and makes it a must-see for giant statue hunters. Let's keep rolling. There are more giants waiting to be discovered. I'm currently out on Route 177, and my ears started popping, and I couldn't figure out why, and my car is struggling, and then I see a sign that says Chestnut Ridge, altitude 2308 feet. You know, when I live on sea level, and to climb up here, so I'm in actually probably the Laurel Highlands of going into Somerset. So we're still on the hunt for giant number 3, I think it is. Let's get going.
You know, I normally do a good bit of research on things that I'm out looking for, but apparently I didn't do enough research on this last particular giant or this particular giant that I am looking for. He is inside of a campground, and it's March. Campgrounds are closed, and I'm certainly not going to go walking on private property to find him. So I will show you a picture of him. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get to see him today, so I've got a couple other places to go. There is nobody out here that even owns the property. There's cars everywhere, but there's nobody here that I can ask or would show me where he's at in here. But some new pictures that I just recently discovered shows him inside, deep inside the campground. So you win some, you lose some. On to the next.
Our next stop brings us to Scottyland Campground in Rockwood, Pennsylvania, up in the Laurel Highlands, where a truly unique Muffler Man stands tall. This one transforms into none other than Uncle Sam. This fiberglass giant has had quite a wardrobe change over the years. Believe it or not, he once wore a kilt, but today he's sporting a comically large Uncle Sam hat, giving him a bold, patriotic look. In the summertime, adding to his charm, he holds a sign that reads, "Nothing beats the great outdoors." Isn't that right? Making him that perfect roadside attraction for travelers exploring the scenic beauties of Pennsylvania. Whether you're a fan of quirky Americana or just passing through Rockwood in the summertime, this oversized Uncle Sam is definitely worth the stop and a photo. All right, time to hit the road again. We have one more stop to make. And if you like and subscribe or smash that follow button for more roadside adventures. My last stop on today's venture brings me to Greensburg, PA, home of a Muffler Man that has had quite a transformation over the years. And as a Steeler fan, this one was kind of special to me. This giant started out as a Paul Bunyan, making its way from the store in Pittsburgh to an auto body shop out here on Route 119 North in the late 60s. And first, he had the traditional Paul Bunyan look, beard and all. But in the 70s, when the Steelers were rising to fame, he got a new identity, a tribute to none other than the great Jack Lambert. He traded his lumberjack gear for the black and gold, even sporting a football helmet while still holding the classic Muffler Man pose. Right palm up, left palm down. But here's where things took a turn. About 9 years ago, his head blew off in a terrible storm and was not to be found. The problem? The auto shop closed and the head never returned. Or so we thought. In 2022, restoration began to bring him back to his original Paul Bunyan look. His classic red shirt and blue pants returned, and the beard that had been painted over for decades finally reappeared. Then in late 2023, the moment we've all been waiting for, his head was finally reattached. After years of uncertainty, this Muffler Man was fully restored to his original self. From a lumberjack to a Steeler legend and back again, the Greensburg Muffler Man had quite a journey. He proves that even the giant roadside replicas can get a second chance on life.
So this is the last stop on my adventure today. I hope you enjoyed this video and you would subscribe for find out more adventures. There are giant Muffler Men and other giant statues all over the United States, and I intend to see as many as I possibly can. And if you know of any type of statues, at least 20 foot high or more, that you feel that I should see, they don't have to be Muffler Men, put in the comments below and tell me where they're at, and I will put them on my list. So that's it for now. I'm Susan with OnTheRoadWithSusan.com. Until next time.